What is going on? This is a Spartan, and today I'll be doing a list of top 10 units. Now, for some rules, I cannot include limited time units, so I'm basically doing just premium and non-premium units. This is my personal list of the top 10. Some of the units I don't own because, you know, I kinda had to use them for a little project. Yeah, they really won't be missed. So, let's get started. At number 1, oh, by the way, this list is in no particular order, just units that I found. I literally just went like here and just scrolled and I said, what's good? So, at number 1 is a veteran, which you kind of probably expected. Mine are at rank 6. Now, these are amazing units for many reasons. High dodge chance, really high health for basic health units with no armor. Let's see. I want to get some rebels going right here. And let me get my vets out. I have 3 of these guys. Really high dodge chance, high damage, high armor piercing. I mean, these guys are just all around beasts that I really love. I've been using them since an early level, and they're just really good units. At least in my opinion. I mean, I know there are some people who think that they are completely useless units. And, yeah. So, I'm not gonna finish up this battle, obviously, because I still gotta show off some other units right there, but... yeah. I'm just gonna keep going. Let me retreat. I'm gonna abuse this formation just because it's the easiest one. Now, at number 2, I have Elemental Troopers. You probably saw this coming. Elemental Troopers, I've been using them a lot. These guys have an extremely high defense. Mine are only rank 4, which is kind of pathetic. But anyway. These guys not only dish out damage, but they can freeze entire frickin' lines at a time. I mean, it only froze 3 at that time, and dang, surprise crit. And it's not. They have an extremely high resistance to explosive damage, so they can get blown up every other second and not really take much damage. They also resist a lot of fire damage, as you would expect them to, and overall, just really good units. Now, at number 3, I have Arctic Troops. This is the first non-premium unit on this list. These guys are basically wannabe veterans. They have their little explosive shot attack that has armor piercing. They were kind of useful during the Arctic mission, even though I just stormed through them with my legendary mammoth and some brutes. But, yeah. Now, these guys don't really have a lot of health, but they do have a bit of armor for some reason. I don't know, it's confusing. But, yeah. So, yeah, I never really bothered to train mine much, but I really should. Anyway, they have a relatively short cooldown, so they can be attacking every other turn, which is always nice to have in a unit. What else is there to say? They have a complete immunity to cold damage. So, like, I mean, and by cold I mean the environmental cold. And, well, they resist both cold damages, so, yeah. Overall, pretty nice units to have. And, yeah. Next, we're going with the Lightning Dragoons. These units are nowhere near as good as they used to be. So yeah, the Lightning Dragoons, they're usually used in, what are they, occupations for SP. Since rank 6, Lightning Dragoons do give some pretty decent amount of it. I have 3 of these guys, which you probably are saying is another pathetic number, but anyway. Anyway, the stun shot is what I really love about these guys, as they can stun multiple units and get killed by commandos at a time. I mean, just look at that. It's crazy how they do that. Their damage isn't too bad either, but the 8-turn frickin' load or reload time, it just isn't too good. So let's keep going. At number 5, we have the unit that I think that everyone who has used really likes, the Salamanders. Mine are at rank 4. They're really nice units to have. Their armor, while limited, can resist a ton of things, and these were my primary anti-sandworm units a long time ago, since they basically take no damage from the sandworms. Their armor has really good defense. Their damage output was pretty high. Now, while I no longer use these guys, they're still excellent units to have. I mean, just seriously, this one punch does a crap ton of damage. I mean, if it crits, I think it's over 200. Nearly 3. So, yeah, like I said, really nice units, and we're gonna keep moving on after that. At number 5, I have not the Saboteur, what's it called? The Gorilla. Where is it? Another nice unit to have. Can hit all the way in the back. If it's put in the middle, it can use its little silenced assault rifle. I think it's a submachine gun, actually. I can't really tell. It's got a grip, suppressor, some kind of scope. Maybe an MP5. Not really sure. So, yeah. I actually have no idea what that is. Alright, so this thing's like the, what's it called, the Saboteur, which some players use at an early level. It's a nice unit to have, the Saboteur I'm talking about. Now this unit is like that, except it's an upgraded version of it. Mine, I didn't really get to rank it that much, because it keeps frickin' constantly dying on me. But, again, still a pretty good unit. That was 200 is nice damage for an explosive mine. Some C4 actually. Demolitions charge. Can hit the back row, which is usually where all the artillery is and stuff like that is placed. And it's dead. So, let's keep going anyway. Now, at number 7, I have a unit that we all got for free. We probably used it, or we didn't. I really don't know if what you use. I mean, when I got it, and that was about 1 to 2 years ago. I can't really remember. It was a really nice unit to have. It is the Commando, which back then was like my to-go unit, even though I had a lack of steel, so I couldn't really heal it properly. But anyway, let's not talk about my dark past. Yeah. So if I could just find this guy. He's here somewhere, right here. Commando. It's like a veteran that you get on an early level, minus all the cool shots. But he does have an explosive shell too. So the veteran, Commando, nice damage, pretty good dodge. I think Commandos and veterans are still by far the most annoying enemy troops that you can face, especially with rebels. And yeah. Let's keep moving on. Now, this one is another one you probably should have seen coming. It's the rank 6 Wimps. Rank 1 through 5 is terrible. But if you bother enough to get these guys ranked up, you'll have ultra-powered machines of death that have extremely low health. They can dish out damage to multiple units at a time. I mean, over 300 is a ridiculous amount. These guys give high SP if killed, so are usually used in SP formations. They ignore all blocking units and just go straight through everything. And yeah. let's keep moving on. At number 9, it's more of a personal choice, but it's the snipers of this game. Like, I wasn't sure which one to choose since they all pretty much have really good offensive power when put together. I was going more specifically for the marksman, which I used throughout most of my early days until it got replaced by some things. But yeah, anyway, all sniper units, really high crit, high damage to non-armored units, and just really nice to have all together. Especially the Deadeye, I mean, just listen to this guy. If you're wearing headphones, then I feel terrible for you. And, yeah. So, as the list concludes, let's finish it off at number 10. Now, this is the first unit you ever got, and it's practically the best for quite a while now. I'm talking about none other than the basic troopers, which are surprisingly good units. I mean, they're the first guys you get, and I don't know, you just feel a special connection to these guys after that. Mine are ranked up to rank 5. A lot of people have them at rank 6. They have the double shot, which doubles their offensive power. These guys are, to me, better than grenadiers, actually. I think the only units that I liked more than these guys in my early stage were the shock troopers. And again, this was like 1 to 2 years ago. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was the Spartan with my first top 10 list. I have a few more to go, so I'm actually just thinking of how I should put them together. And, yeah. If you want to know my unit reviews of some of these units, I'll put them all in the description. You can go on and check them out yourselves. And this was the Spartan. Goodbye, and I hope you guys enjoyed.